Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Stoney Ridge Farm. Honda, room zoom. Welcome back. We are here on the farm today and we've got a little bit of work to do. So you can see we've got a willow oak right here. We've got another little oak tree right there. We call that a post oak or a white oak here on the farm. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be using some steel power equipment to trim these trees up and get these limbs up out of my face, man, while I'm trying to mow. We're also going to be going down through on our pasture edges and trimming that area up. We're going to be using the WoodMax MX9900 SS, which is a skid steer attached. We'll show you more of that. We're going to attach this guy. It runs off the hydraulic system on the skid steer. But first, we got to go feed the cows, and we're trying to beat the heat today. It's supposed to be 91, so I will be soaking wet by the end of the day. My back hurts. I got to get a new mattress. Guys, if you've got a good mattress, let me know, because my back is hurting, and it's hurting because of my mattress, 100%. I meant to rotate it last night and I didn't do it, and I'm paying for it right now. Being a tall guy, I have a lot of back pain, and I do a lot of hard work like this. So let's get busy. Let's go feed the cows with the electric tractor. Woo! This is an electric fence charger that's powered by an automotive battery. Turn it off, just simply disconnect that. I charge that up and I'll run the fence for about 2 weeks. Electric fence goes down through there, out through there, and the cows are in this section right now. It's going to be warm today. It's going to be 90-something degrees today. We're going to hook to a bale of hay. We already have one bale of hay on the electric tractor. This is the Select Track electric tractor. We'll take you along with us, and then we'll grab another bale and have this staged for this evening. I may just go ahead and knock out 2 bales. I'm feeding hay because it's really dry right now. Although it looks nice and green, it's really, really dry right now, and the cows need a little extra nutrition. For those of you who are new to the channel, this is a Select Track electric tractor. There's no engine under the hood. There's a battery. There are 2 motors, and this thing runs very good. I'm very, very pleased with it. So let's start it. We'll turn the key on. We got 1 key down here, 1 key right here, and we're on and rocking. Ladies and gentlemen, this is called sisal twine. This is the twine that the hay bales are tied up with, and it's horrible. It is absolutely horrible. Unless you're gonna store your hay inside, don't use sisal twine. We don't store our hay inside, and it's just horrible. It costs no less than nylon string, and nylon string will hold the bale together better. You'll see this one starting to fall apart. This is not a very large bale. This is probably about 900, 800 pounds, something like that. The little Select Track is a 25 horsepower electric tractor. Folks don't think it's a farm tractor. I'm showing you, it's farming. Forward. Got a little gas pedal right there. Loader. That's our 3-point. So what are we doing over here? We're taking the electric tractor, we're bringing a hay bale out. You hear it right now, it's running, it's on standby. So when I get off of it for 20 seconds, it shuts down. People are asking me constantly, well, yeah, what do you do when you get way over on the other side of the farm and Your battery dies. It won't die. You'd have to be a complete idiot to let it die. It won't die. When it goes down to 10%, it goes into limp mode, which is go home mode, and charge it. This tractor is solely charged via solar on the Stoney Ridge farm. I would be a fool to not use a tractor that just uses the sun to run. So it's not about the economy and it's not about politics. It's about a tractor that doesn't cost anything to run. That's what it's about. It costs more than a standard 25 horsepower diesel tractor, but I'm not starting and stopping a diesel piece of machinery. An electric motor has thousands less parts than a diesel engine. There's just less moving parts on this thing, and it doesn't cost me anything to run it other than changing the hydraulic fluid every once in a while. So let's get the cows over. Come on, girls. Come on. There's a waterway right there. Come on, girls. Let's get some hay. Come on. They'll figure it out. So I dropped the bale in this big bunch of weeds right here. What's gonna happen is the cows are gonna come in, they're gonna gobble this up, and they're gonna spread this hay, whatever's left over, out on the weeds. This is called bale grazing, and I will set a bale there, I'll set a bale there, I'll set a bale there, all the way throughout this field, and we'll improve the quality of our grass. Come on, kids. There you go, girl. Get in there and get that good hay. This is the new pasture that we just fenced, and we've had the cows in here for almost 2 weeks. Look at how tall the grass still is. Now, this is not the highest quality forage, and that's why I'm feeding hay. This is moo cow. This is broom sedge. A lot of broom sedge and a lot of weeds. We got to control this, and we're not spraying and we're not fertilizing. All we're doing is spreading hay out and letting these cows do the butt fertilizing. Isn't that right, cutie pie? Isn't that right? Little cutie? How you doing? And you see the cows are gobbling up some green grass here. They still eat it. That's Mona. All right, we're just gonna grab the tractor. We're gonna run over it and we're gonna grab another bale of hay, and we're actually gonna sit it right in about right here. We want them pretty close to each other. It's supposed to be 90 degrees today. So we want our hay to be in the shade in some spots and out in the sun for our evening hay. So if I put this one in the sun, the cows won't eat it during the day, but in the evening, they'll go start consuming that. Cool. Good morning, kids. Good morning. Eat. Sit in the seat, tractor turns on. Bam. Your gear selector. That's reverse. I just hit the gas. I say gas. I hit the accelerator pedal and it accelerates. Stop. Forward. Whew. And that, my friends, is an electric tractor taking hay out to the cows. Let's go get busy, fire up the skid steer, and burn some diesel, baby. Woo! Almost forgot. Gotta hook this guy back up. That's charged via solar also. By the way, guys, this is a Honda Pioneer 1006. It might sound a little bit loud right now because we're in it and we're driving, but man, it's awesome. Folks love to hate that electric tractor. Share your opinion, guys. I'll stick with my diesel. Share your opinion. Those guys that had horses and buggies would stick with their horse and buggy, and now we're driving cars. I don't know, man. It seems silly to me to ignore technology, and every one of you has a cell phone in their pocket, so the whole battery thing is right out the door, because when, I don't know how many billions of people have a cell phone versus how many thousands of people have an electric tractor, where's the battery end up for that tractor? It ends up recycled. Where's the battery end up for your phone or for your power drill? Sometimes in the trash can. I can guarantee you the battery on that tractor won't end up in a trash can or a landfill. It's just important. I don't know. I like that that kind of stuff. I like technology and I want to try new things. Let's go grab our steel battery equipment. It's charged solar also. Oh, I've even got a hat over here. Bar oil. Trash bucket. This is a steel top handled saw. It's the MSA 220TC. HTA 86 pole saw. Safety first. All right, as mentioned before, guys, we are using some cool steel products today. We are using the Steel HTA 86 pole saw. That's it right there. Battery powered, simple battery power. We just pop this little battery out. That's it, okay? I will tell you, there have been advancements in battery technology over the last little bit that will blow your mind. This little steel top-handled saw, it's a pro saw, it's an expensive critter. Again, this is the MSA 220TC. You can get these at your steel dealer. That is a beast of a saw. We'll turn it on just so you can hear it. The torque is so much that it will kick my hand back just a little bit. We may not need this for this particular job, but I do have some trees that need to be cut off right at the ground on down the hill. Let's get our safety gear on. Safety first. We're going to be working overhead mainly, so we most certainly need to have our helmet on. 5 minutes and $200 worth of safety gear can save you thousands of dollars from an emergency room trip and or a permanent injury, guys. Use safety gear, just use it. You might feel like a dork out here with it, but it's okay, because you won't feel like a dork when you're sitting in the emergency room with your leg sliced open. I'd rather feel like a dork wearing my safety gear than I would feel like a total idiot sitting in the emergency room all cut up because I didn't use my head. Right? These are the hydraulic hookups for the WoodMax. Sometimes this can be a bit of a bugger. I always keep a rag, and I try to make sure when I hook up my hydraulic lines and my skid steer that I'm wiping everything as clean as possible. There will be micro dust, and that's what the filter is there to catch inside the machine. But we don't want to damage our machine by hooking up dirty fittings. Just doesn't make any sense. Use our head here. It's like Daddy said, oh, use your head for something besides a hat rack, boy. Okay. Very simple. I know the RPM speed that I need to be on the skid steer. It's about 2,200 RPMs. We've already warmed the machine up. We'll go ahead and crank this up and get her started. Common sense ain't so common, right? Make sure the chute is pointing away from you and away from anything that could damage something before you start this, because there may be debris inside the wood chipper and it'll sling it out. If it's pointed back towards the cab of the skid steer, you're gonna be eating some shavings. That's not a good thing. Not shavings, chips. Contact. Oh man, we're making a mess. Here we go. Now folks, you might be questioning, why on earth is Josh going that high in the tree with the pole saw? Well, we need to be able to get trucks and tractors and equipment underneath this stuff. And over time, rest assured, you will have limbs hanging back down. So we're trying to trim it up, and we trim in the summertime to prune back, in the wintertime for growth. So we're out in the middle of the hot summer, and that's why we're doing this in the hot summer. We trim in the summer to prune, we trim in the winter for growth. So if you cut them back in the winter, they're gonna have sprouts wherever you cut. If you cut it back in the summer, that sprout will die, it'll dry up, and that will solve your brush problems in your face while you're mowing. So folks, you might notice that I'm just jamming wood in here. What's to prevent the wood from pulling me in? Well, I don't wear very loose clothing. I want to make sure I don't stick my hand in past the guard. In other words, there's a flap in there. And if I do run into a problem, there's a safety bar up here that can push back. Again, this is called the WoodMax MS9900SS. I will put a link to it in the video description. I don't get paid to tell you about it. This thing is super cool, and it makes life really easy when it comes to cleaning up limbs. Folks, if you like this kind of content, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel. I'd love to have you back here on the First Generation Farm. This is just one of the things we do to help maintain the farm and keep it beautiful. Woo! Man, that kicked my butt. So we didn't get much fence line done today. Man. Catch my breath. This thing's awesome. Hold on. Oh. So this has to slow down a little bit. As it slows down, I want to make sure my chute is always pointed away from the cab. You saw this thing jumping up and down. That's when a big log feeds up into here. You can see that's how it feeds. You push to stop if there's an emergency, and it stops that feed, and you can actually push and reverse the feed, and that is feeding it in. We'll put it on stop. This will work you to death. It is hot, guys. It's 91 degrees. I'm in the shade. Look at that. So we opened up probably 6 areas on the farm. I had a few trees that I needed to take all the way out. This turned out fantastic, especially up there near the tobacco barn. That was absolutely great. I've got work to do over the next several weeks as I drive down my fence lines, and you'll see more of that here on the Stoney Ridge Farm. Guys, thanks a lot. That again is the WoodMax MX 9900 SS skid steer model. That is SS, stands for skid steer. And if you don't want to drag brush and have slash piles and burn piles, and you want to actually feed your land, this is the ticket, especially for a regenerative farm. If I wanted to blast this in the back of a pickup truck, I could totally do that. Guys, thanks a lot. We'll see you next time on the Stoney Ridge Farm. Hit that like button. There's more videos right after this. Check one out. See ya. Woo! So come on down to the Stoney Ridge. Bring your wife and bring your kids. We're living life pure and sweet. That's the way it's supposed to be, Stoney Ridge. Grazing this patch. These kick 'em a butt. This is water. This shirt is not this black. I am drenched, guys. Time to go in, shower, cool off, have breakfast, and some water. Whew. Stay hydrated. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time on the Stoney Ridge. Woo!